So we are back with Chiganda Isaac and Terry Kadu here to here to add into our podcast because they have been through a lot and they are really educated about this certain topic. Chiganda, do you mind telling us anything or a story?
I prefer we start with Terry.
Okay, Terry.
Hello, dear listeners. My name is Terry Kadu. On our topic today, the parent-children relationship.
Yes.
So
For me, I am both my parents are alive, luckily, thank God. But I am closer to my mom. My mom is my best friend. My mom is my world. I have a very strong relationship with her. We've managed to create a bond where she's not only my inspiration, but I'm able to share the way life goes, so that we can both help each other, because we both believe that everyone has an aspect. Yes, she guides me and she leads me through the parental journey, but also in my mentorship journey to lead me to the woman I want to become. I have also pointers and things. Life is a learning experience.
That's true.
So she can learn from me and I can too. My mom pushes me to do things that I am so uncomfortable with. I hated public speech for the longest time of my life, and
But you're so confident.
no one can ever believe that, but I hated public speech. And my mom would always, she's this person, when you go out into a restaurant, she will tell the DJ, play this song, and you all have to stand up and you have to dance for her that song. Do you know Jerusalema?
Yeah.
That was her song. You had to dance it in the middle of a restaurant, Cafe Javas, because she likes it and she record you. So like those small things, she's like, everyone's always going to judge you.
Yes,
Everyone's always going to watch. You just have to like live your life, like just live it. Everyone's going to have something to say. You just do you and know that in your heart you're content with who you are. Be confident with who you are. She's also taught us to be very responsible. Don't sit around and wait for people to do something for you. Like not everything is a problem. Like you might always ask me, guys, why I'm always like this, but it's all my mom. If you have a problem, there's no power. You can't just sit around and wait for power to come back. You have to look for that power.
in fact, all of you guys are like that. Like
Terry Kadu,
So you
they're
have
all the same.
you have to. My mom works with a telecom company, but she's also a party planner. She does makeup. She does
That's so cool.
wedding design. She does clothing for
That's
people.
big.
And you can never guess that when you see her, but she's all around. She's everywhere. You have to have different aspects of life where you are. You always have to have a backup plan.
Yeah, that's
because anytime life can change. And she's also taught me to be very prayerful. You have to pray all the time to ask God for wisdom to help you to go through the different things, because even her, she's not completely sure of how it goes. She can only guide you, but she will tell you there's only one power up above.
That's
and
good.
for me, I think that's a very important relationship. Yes, sometimes you disagree to agree, and it's normal, especially to you teenagers who are listening. I know mothers can be very frustrating. I think we argue like 50 times about dress code. The first time I came to school and it had uniform and a skirt, I promise you we sat for 2 hours in the office bargaining as to why I cannot buy a skirt. But if you see me now, mommy, I really wear skirts.
She loves that skirt.
No, it's just that.
She loves that skirt.
And unavoidable circumstances. So for me, that relationship she's been able to push me. She knows that I am good at these things, so she'll push me. You go do an MC, go do this, go do something else except academics, but also be strong on your values. Remember who you are,
Pray.
where you've come from. Remember you always a Kadu. And if you meet different cousins or family members of mine, we all have that attribute, and it has kept us strong, reminding us that. And then with my dad is more of a serious version. Like we don't really like chat like that, but he still tells us, like he still gives us academics advice and advice on life and how to deal with people, because he's worked like all over the world. And for me, I think parent-children relationships are very important because they can determine who you end up being.
Yes.
If you have a bitter relationship between your parents, you can end up becoming a bitter person because you feel everyone in the world is bitter because your parents are considered to be your home. So you'll just come out into that world and you'll expect people around you to act the same way they are, yet actually the truth is they aren't like that.
Yes.
Yeah. So Chiganda, tell us, what's your experience?
Me, I won't lie. Actually, me growing up, it's been up and downs.
Uh-huh.
Because it's been a single mom. Like my dad was there, but my mom is the one who groomed me up into the man I am today.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Big ups to
as
her.
you know, I was a careless kid. Like I used to be beaten every day. You understand?
African
I used to be
parents.
beaten every day, but
Yeah.
I really never caught because I knew it was all.
You sure you never caught?
Okay, you know, I'm like,
You
I'm
probably
like,
never
that's
took
actually
her
cool.
for
Stop
some
lying on a
time.
public platform.
You might
You
have
actually
to eat her
coach her, yeah.
food.
But it's always for the best if you
Yeah, so
think
it's for the
about
best
it.
of me.
Yes.
So yeah, I grew up. Me and my mom became too close. Like we weren't too close when I was young, cause like she used to be away because of work and all, cause single
Yeah.
mom, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I grew up, she's been there.
Just
I
being
want
there.
that to you guys.
Yeah.
And
My
you
mom,
know, Rahim
she's the
and
best.
Tyler, you never realize, like when we're young, we always think our parents are so much on our back.
Yes.
And then when you
Yes.
grow up, you realize, like,
Yeah.
you can be here and just beg your mom to visit you at school.
You know,
Yet you spent 100 hours with her at home and you just wanted
Yeah.
to
You
leave
just
that
wanted
house.
to. Maybe you could go in your bedroom and just abuse her.
COVID
Yes,
times.
like
Yeah, just
behind that door, you're really
Bro.
bursting
Yeah.
with anger, but you really have
you
to
know,
eat
you know that
food.
session you have in your room where you're
Exactly,
beating
you're
yourself.
beating-
You're like,
And I
You
don't know
go
if
and
parents
scream and you're like,
apologize by
bro.
giving you food. Is that
Yeah.
a thing?
Bro.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember
okay,
one
now
time-
you're not coming.
Remember one
Next
time
time,
my mom beat
chips.
me up. She beat me up properly. I mean, that's calm.
COVID times.
But
Guess-
now
guess
you
what?
can thank her for beating
The
you.
next evening, not even the next day, that
1
very
hour.
evening, we went to KFC.
but you
Yeah,
guys,
some
I've
chicken. I
realized,
forgot
I've
about
realized
everything.
something is that
Uh-huh.
our parents don't think we realize such things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
They think
Our
we're
parents
young.
don't know that we know that what they're doing is right.
Exactly.
But the fact is that we are just big-headed.
That's so true.
We can't
Hard-headed.
tell them. Yeah, we can't tell them in their face that
We.
Terry, have you
Terry,
ever
don't
gone to your
exclude
mom
yourself
and you're
from
like,
this.
yeah, I know why you punished me.
Yes.
I'm the one."
Okay, let me
You've
tell
never
you.
done that.
I did it when I realized, like, I set at a point when, of course, when I was older. Like,
Yeah.
I now see it in my sisters. That's how I used to act.
Yeah.
And now I'm seeing it, and like, I can't even go back. Like, now, mommy, I get why you
Yeah.
did that, because you can just see some kids out there in the streets. They are shouting
Yes.
in Kampala town, throwing tantrums because your mom didn't buy you a lollipop.
Eh,
That's a
Those
poor
things-
slap
those
in the
things in- you go for
supermarket.
shopping, you're seeing some kid there fighting
Bruh.
with their
I want
mom.
a
Oh,
car.
I want this, I want this, I
Mercedes.
want this.
But like right
And
now, we really appreciate
In an
them.
African setup, it's very hard to find an African parent saying sorry to their child. They
They
always
can
pass
never.
They
through.
cannot.
They pass
Yeah,
through.
No, but you
Never
guys,
happened.
my
They
parents
pass
said
through
sorry
corners.
to me when they like beat me.
When they beat you,
Yeah, they would call me and they would be
oh
like,
no.
yeah, they would call
And
me
they'll
and
go
be
through
like,
angles.
I'm
They'll be
sorry.
like, you know,
But that
tell
was
them
my
why.
dad.
In
But
most
it can be
cases,
straight up.
It's always sorry, but.
but
But
in most cases, they don't even say sorry. They just give you something like
Exactly.
Okay,
food,
let's
a toy,
eat some
and-
chips. You want
that's-
some chicken? Okay, you go for that.
Sorry
party.
is not in their vocabulary. Really,
Yeah.
it's not.
But now that this is the Women's Week, I would like to dedicate our speech here to all women out there,
Exactly.
single
Single
mothers,
moms. Single
especially.
moms.
We see what you're doing and we see the work you're doing for your children. You might not realize it now, and to us teenagers who are listening, you have to always learn that one day you still be this mother, and
True.
you have to even you might even end up being tougher than your mother
Your
was.
mom, yes.
So in everything that we do, let's be grateful for the people they brought us into, because you could be nothing without them.
Mm.
That's
None of us
true.
would be here if it
Very-
weren't
For our
because
parents.
my
And
my
the-
mom,
Yeah.
she's really been a long
No,
journey,
like me,
but,
I've seen
We've
the
all
love that your
seen
mom has
my
for
mom.
you.
We love her so
Chiganda,
much too.
all the ladies there, all the moms, we appreciate.
Yeah.
And we notice
And
all
the
love.
father
You deserve
figures
the
who have
best.
stayed too, because some
Yeah.
fathers don't stay. But if you've managed to stay and nurture your children, especially boys, that's a very big
Yeah, by
role
the way,
you
if
have
your
played.
dad, you still have your dad with you.
You should.
That man is
You
good.
should, you should keep him.
Value him all the days, because not everyone has a dad. I personally, my dad passed away when I was like 17, senior 4.
1 year old.
Serious?
Wallahi. Why would I lie about that?
Let them rest in peace.
May their
souls
souls
rest in peace. Okay, thank you so much. That has been Terry and Chiganda here to give their insights on our topic today, and we'll have you back after the short break. Thank you so much. Me personally, I feel like mental health is. I feel like parental love is a catalyst to mental health.
I think
because
if your parents are there for you, you feel like
yeah,
you're okay.
because you can find an orphan doesn't have the same life as a kid with all his parents have. Or
You guys, is there such a thing as a perfect home?
hell no. No.
Where do you think
I
that?
mean, I feel like
because
there
there's
is-
nothing like perfect.
Even me,
I feel like there is because when you're with your parents,
No,
just-
the fact is that you can be with your parents, but then your parents can be in a certain
Have
relationship.
toxic
Yeah,
disagreements.
disagreements. What?
Yes,
So is there such a thing as a perfect home?
No, Tyler, nothing is perfect. That's the truth. No relationship is perfect. We're just human.
Because you can be there, you as a child,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
think everything in the house is going right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you don't know what's
But-
going on behind closed
Behind
Yeah.
the closed
The
doors.
thing is that some parents are very good at hiding it.
That's the truth.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
And those are the parents that that children really deserve, because you're not supposed to give all that stress to a kid because it can put them in a very dark place.
you're
If you know what I'm
supposed
saying.
to expose all that
Everything.
Yeah.
You can tell them, like, keep them in the notice, but don't give them every detail, because some kids don't really know how to cope up with those things. It's like a parent coming to you and they say, "Oh, your dad has cancer, he's going to die away like in 1 year." That just can really put you in a very dark place. You have to look at the brighter side. That's why in most cases it's always the mothers that come to the kids,
Yeah.
talk to them about something so big, but they make it seem so minor because they don't want you to get worried.
Yeah.
Parents are always looking at the brighter side, people.
Yeah, man.
You, our listeners, this podcast is just here to help you pass through your tough time, because us four, we really know how it feels to be in those hard positions. We have come today on Gen Z Speaks because we want to address these things.
And help you.
It's a very tough place to be in, to the point where most teenagers even get depressed.
Yes, depression is real.
It can lead to suicide.
I know how most Africans be like, most black guys be like, man, I can't get depressed. I'm black.
But they get depressed. They do
Bro,
get
this old
depressed.
that cares about a race.
Everyone gets depressed.
You can tell someone like, "Man, I'm depressed," and like, "Nigga, are you white? Like, bro,
Are you a girl?
Are you a girl?"
Are you
Men
white?
get let me
False
tell you.
masculinity, false
Men get
masculinity.
depressed.
True.
Men
And
get
men get
depressed.
sad.
And
We
men
have
get sad.
emotions.
We have
are not
emotions.
robots.
We're not like
You know,
we're human.
like the way you can control the relationship between your mother and father. Personally, I feel you should actually have a very big bond with your parents, because without your parents, who are you?
But I don't think you can control that relationship.
You can't control it, but it should be there.
You
The relationship
you
should
try
be there.
to keep it close,
And you should keep it
them
as
close.
positive as you can, because toxic relationships with your parents can really put you in
Because
that
have you
place as well.
realized when you're in the positive side of your parents, life is always going so smooth.
smooth.
But when
Yeah.
they know something bad about you,
So
you've done
smooth.
this and this, things it will be hard.
I
for
feel
you.
like all our teenage listeners should always keep their parents in the know of what they're doing. Not everything, of course, because we're also human. We have secrets we can keep.
There are some things.
There's some
things that are disturbing you, you should
things you
tell
can,
your
like
parents.
you're at school, someone bullying you, open up. You're not alone. This
And-
podcast is here to help you free your mind. Be confident. That's what this is all
You
about.
guys, and one thing you should never do is resort to drugs.
Never.
Resorting to drugs
It
is
will
the
make
worst.
the situation
You will get
more
hooked.
worse.
You will get hooked. You will never leave that thing. My guys, do not do any drugs. Let me tell you, it's just like you think that you're escaping from something.
Yeah,
But
But you're just
You're
making
just
your
going into
situation
something
worse.
deep,
Just,
so
you're
deep.
just digging a bit.
You're entering
So
something
deep.
deeper.
And then the worst part is when your parents get to know.
Yeah.
Now
that
they,
breaks
your
their
trust
hearts.
issues.
Because
Everything.
I've seen my boys, I've seen people going
Fall
down because
apart.
of that jazz. So by the time I tell you, leave drugs alone, do not even try them.
Personally,
Yeah.
me as me,
Yeah.
I have a very, very close relative who does those things, and I've seen how my mom has got like depressed about him doing that, and let me tell you, that's not a very nice way to pay back your parents for their sacrifices. Drugs are not the way. I feel like opening up, and you see like schools like Taibah International School,
Yeah.
you know, they're hiring therapists to talk to their students.
By
Like,
the way, I saw that thing, and this time it's been so much. It's like,
true.
yeah,
We even lost students to
we lost a student.
to
In our
parental, because yes, in our year, because she could not open up to her parents.
Yeah,
She was in a
Very,
very tough
very
position.
deep story,
Guys,
guys.
don't be depressed. She was
Very deep
actually
She was so
she looked like she
fine.
was okay.
Yes.
You guys, I didn't know
Going
that girl, but you guys, what was she like? How would she act?
She
at
was
She was
so
so
fine.
nice, so nice. She was a very
But you
nice
guys,
person.
it's always the nice ones, by the way.
Yeah.
It's always the nice ones
It's
that are
always
hiding
nice to check on
something.
to your friends, check on them, see how they are doing. And for us, that's like our advice to all our listeners.
Yeah.
That's our advice. Never take the stray road, always take the straight path. Be very prayerful, and remember that your mother and father are like your gods on earth. These people are always here to show us what's right and what's wrong, what is difficult and what is easy.
If you feel like your parents are judgmental, talk to them about that. Say, I'm telling you this because I trust you, not for you to judge me. Just tell them you want to open up.
Don't jump
and
to a
like,
conclusion.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to re-echo was the prayerful part. Is that you guys, God, you need God in your life.
need
Whether
God, that's
Muslim, whether Christian,
That's the
bro,
truth.
you need God in your life because God has saved me from a lot of things. Yeah, I've like right now I think I'm my closest to God. That's
Let me
a
tell you,
friend.
a kid who is close to God is a kid who has a bright future.
Yeah,
God
very
will only
true.
take you places.
Very true.
Personally, I've been in a very dark place since like I won't say like yes, I'm a half orphan. Yes, I lost my dad at a very young age. But like to get me out of that dark place, I had to resort to God. That's the truth.
Yeah.
God has really moved me, and He has taken me places. Because every time I have these episodes where like I miss my dad, no more things. I'm a human, so I always pray to God every time just to calm down.
Yeah.
So if you're listening here right now, just know you're not alone. You can open up. Personally, I open up to my sister because she's very understanding and she's very
You
wise.
guys are very tight, by
Yes.
the way.
So like those are our solutions to what you should do, and our podcast has been very educative on your side and even our side, and
We're trying to help you.
we're trying to help you. Do any of you want to add on to anything?
One thing
I-
that you go first.
I feel like God and discipline will take you very far. Just those two. God, discipline.
God
Respect your
discipline.
parents, respect everyone around you, be kind to them, pray to God all the time.
So one thing is, and this is for the boys, do not be nonchalant. Like man, being nonchalant is the worst thing you can do, because I know there's a period where
Being nonchalant was cool.
being nonchalant was cool. Like TikTok was pushing this whole thing of being nonchalant.
By the way,
but
social
being-
media really affects
social
kids.
media really, it's another whole topic for another day. That maybe episode 2 we'll talk about
Stay
it.
tuned.
But do not be nonchalant. Do not
Show your feelings.
show your feelings, and man,
People
get a,
want to
get
know
a,
how you
get
are.
a
You'll
girlfriend,
be
man.
nonchalant, then behind
Get
Behind
a,
the
get, a
scenes, you're
good, get a good
problems.
girlfriend, man. First tell them, get a girlfriend. A
that
girlfriend
can
that's
support you, that can be your best
Yeah.
friend.
yeah, a
So-
girlfriend that also loves God. She needs to love God.
She needs to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything
God
you want to
will
add?
engage you in
Yeah.
such bad activities.
No.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend has to support you.
Yeah.
Books.
She needs to be this one. Who will
books-wise.
be like, man. First come to class, we read this topic, we summarize this jazz.
On
What?
Sunday, there's this verse we are going to
Yeah.
read. Not
Yeah.
other plans on Sunday.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to add on? So yes, this has been Rahim Kateriga signing out with Elijah Omondi, Tyler Kasoma, and Farisin Subuga, and we're very glad to have you as our listeners.
Peace
Peace.
out.